Hey everybody, Asher here, and it's time for more Starsector, where we are continuing in this useless Neymari system, and we are trying to get over to the spindle. And we have been doing a little bit of exploration on top of a dead drop over here, and we learned last time that space is still super scary. Our fleet is still intact magically, but our story point count is starting to hit the danger zone, so we really don't want to zero out if we can. However, as I said before, Spindle's going to be a little bit of a risky place to go to, but I think maybe it might be time to start thinking about working our way in the core worlds a little bit. Specifically, now that the Independents don't want to shoot us on sight, it may be time to drop a visit to Prism Freeport. We also have a promise over here that we could potentially do. I have a possibility for an opportunity to do something else as well. We'll see, because like I said, at this point, the pirates have kind of been an albatross hanging around our neck, and if you haven't read that book before, you may not have the same idea of what exactly that means. Because oftentimes people are like, well, that means it's bad luck, right? Well, originally in the story, at least as far as I recall, and I hate that I suddenly forget the name of the story where that even comes from, because I used to teach it once upon a time really long ago, is that the sailors originally thought it was a good omen until it turns out that, hey, maybe it wasn't. So that's the great thing about sailor stories, and I'm sure you get some different stuff here in Starsector as well. I should really make a path here just so I don't accidentally go the wrong way and kill my fuel count here. Yeah. Is that you think people out here in hyperspace just see shit and shit's crazy, and they come up with all these explanations for what may eventually be a space kraken or may eventually be a tiny octopus that just looked really big due to the gases of another planet refracting the light. You don't know for sure, but right now we are going to Spindle and our fuel count is dying. We have somebody else over here that is intercepting us. I half wonder if that is a certain fleet that's just been out looking for us the whole time. Maybe, and this is probably not an opportune time. And they are e-burning towards us. Remember, we don't have a lot of story points left. But this is part of the Haunted, is that we do have a vengeance fleet that is constantly in pursuit of us, which is one reason I have been trying to use a little bit of gate jumping goodness here. But yeah, I think we may be losing some story points here in a second. Alright, so the independent fleet maneuvers to prevent you from disengaging easily. It does not appear certain of your identity. Let's accept the comm request here, because this could be any number of things. The comms cracks live. Greetings, Starfarer, Commander Wealthy Callisto. Wow, who named you? Grimaces regretfully. Bad news, you possess something my superiors desire, and now you must surrender it to me. You realize that she's talking about the dead drop coordinates given to you by this place. Now, is it going to be easy or hard? Think about it. So here's the thing, is that we've already gotten paid for the dead drop. I really don't care. So let's just hand over the coordinates here. And we lost some reputation with the pirates. Oh no. Well, good. An unexpected but wise decision. She seems unsure what else to say at this point. Then shrugs. See, if we were in a bit of a stronger place, we probably could have fought this group and done things very well, but thanks to the magic of Nuzlocke, that's not really what we're doing here. Right now, we are making suboptimal decisions to try and survive. Here is a fragment that's looking for a patrol. Is it us? It's them! You guys are literally doing the thing, so that's fine. Like, we're not in a situation where we can fight for fuel. And once again, we have Spindle. That's actually a space station just dropped right over there. We want to get to Ardor, but let me be honest with you. My sort of feelings about the pirates have kind of waned just a little bit over time, as we've heard discussion in many, many, many different episodes here. So we're going to try to keep our transponder off and go into the jump here, and let's see who's here. It's a friendly pirate corsair that's patrolling. That looks a lot like our fleet. So that's a plus. in order to get out of here, we definitely have some other issues as well. But let's start by going dark and see if we can just fly straight and fly safe. Let's find out. Once again, we don't have a ton of fuel available, but things could work out. If we go over here just in time, as we're moving our way up. Is that what we want? No. It's actually one planet further out. Alright, so we have even more pirate patrols. You're defending this place. That's cute. And we have a friendly pirate station that's actually 3 stars of danger. That's it's not the kind of stars I was expecting here. Upshaled. I can't talk. Looks like we've already potentially got some good business going on over here. Not a lot of fuel. Not a lot of supplies. Sorry for the interruption there, but you know, I think this is something where we've been talking about it for a little while. I think 450 supplies is fine. Let's go ahead and go to the dockside bar as well. Is that chat with the tough-looking man wearing a power armor undersuit here. And you're probably saying that we can get 20,000 credits to actually pick up a Hawk, which is a cute ship, but we don't have the Marines to do it. That's funny. We ditched all of our Marines, and maybe we should have done that here. So we're meeting with our officers, including 4th Corn. Let's accept the suggestion. That's fine. We want it to be agile. That seems like a good idea. Anyway, we're here, and we have the comms directory, and if we talk to the boss here, I would love to resign my pirate commission. I think that would make one of my just early parts of the game a little bit safer if we didn't have everybody hate us. But there's a problem here, is that if we ditch the pirates, we may not necessarily have a lot of places to go. But I think there may be a solution here if we go into the core worlds just a little bit. Now, the pirates have all of their missions as well. And you can see we've kind of butted heads with pirates a little bit lately. But there's always more pirate bounties available. Pirate bounty hunting up here, for instance. Now, we're not strong enough to do some of these things. But sometimes, like in Yama, we have potential pirate activity. And maybe, just maybe, I can kind of reaggress myself versus the pirates instead of handing in my resignation papers. Got to speak to the pirates in a language they understand, which is, unfortunately, violence. After all, they double-crossed us first. It's in the pirate code. Now, it's going to be really funny if I find something really good here on the outer belt. But we are going to have to take the long way because we can't transverse jump out of here. It'd be really cool if we could. But yeah, that's kind of the medium-term plan here, is once the... and this has kind of been discussed on the Discord a little bit as well, is there any one particular thing that says, okay, we're no longer aligned with the pirates? No, but it has been quite some time since the game start. Reputations are moving around a bit. Some factions are okay with us. Some factions are not outright hostile with us. Some of them are just kind of on the border here. I think it's just when you're at a 50, it's more out of principle. Now, Spindle, it's a little more than principle here. So we're in maybe one of the worst areas we can go to. And as we get closer to the jump point, I am going to go dark. In fact, I should probably go on the outside of this belt just to be safe. I could actually drop like a false beacon to say, hey, look at me. I'm totally fine. In fact, that might be a really good idea. I guess one of my questions is, did I bring it with me? And the answer, unfortunately, appears to be no. So, hey, that thing that would really help me in this situation. Where is it? Oh, we left it in the car. It's like, well, fine, let's get it. No, we left it in the car that we parked back in Waukegan. It's like, wow, who goes to Waukegan anyway? One of you is going to get that joke and be like, yeah, I know. And for the rest of you, just think of it this way. Why would we pack the stuff we need? That's why I'm such a hoarder and a pack rat in this game. I try not to be in real life, but sometimes it's hard to keep track of everything together. We got to go dark now that we're in a nebula. Now that we know that there are hostile patrols that come around here sometimes. So, and see, there we go. We just need to approach carefully. And you guys are guarding the fringe jump point, you jerk. And it seems like the game's cheating and they know our presence a little bit. But that's why we go dark and going through the asteroid belt. I almost want to just slam the E-burn button right here. As long as they don't, like, emergency ping, we'll be fine. But if they do emergency ping, we're just going to E-burn. Oop, 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 oop. They increase their scanner range like a big old jerk. Oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I got it. All right. And we're out. And that hostile patrol, that is a terrifying shit. So that's where I'm saying before is that we could have made that really easy and just resigned our pirate commission right there. But I mean, you got to think about it. How many people, how many pirates, what are y'all doing? How many pirates, like, get drunk, go to a bar and say, I quit, I resign my commission. I don't want to be a pirate anymore. And then they wake up hungover the next day, still wearing their tricorn? Is that, I don't know if that's necessarily what we call a pirate hat, but I do want to visit Prism Freeport, but I think it's important that we go to Yama first, because that's where the pirate activity is, and we only got a little bit of day here. So let's see if we can pick a fight to let people know that we're done. We are done. And this also sends a message to everyone else. It's like, hey, where has Hannah Kesslier been all this time? She's been hiding. Obviously, the only reason she's on the run and hiding is because of some malfeasance. She's done something wrong, right? So this is just a strongly worded letter for everybody. Perhaps. Or perhaps food, domestic goods, and recreational drugs. Just a regular old smuggler, though. Nothing wrong with that. So if we go down here, we'll want to come in from the Yama B jump point. Probably. Okay. And who do we got out here? Traveling to the star system, it's even more pirates. They're friendly. That's kind of a shame. So let's do Yama B. Like I said, all we're trying to do is pick a fight. It's like you gotta jump into the gang, you gotta jump out of the gang. And look at this, rating. Well, that's kind of a problem, is that we gotta pick the right kind of fights. Can't just be like, hey, we're gonna punch these people and get ourselves killed. It's like we just want a little bit of that action, not like 3 fleets worth. I mean, I could probably annoy a pirate here by going to the relay. While we're here, before things go totally to shit, that's the stellar mirror. That'd be hilarious if I could just knock that over. Okay, so we have raiding the star system, and yet you all are raiding your own world. That's the thing about pirates. They didn't become pirates because they're smart. We actually don't want storage here. Apparently, I actually accidentally bought a weapon at some point, so I guess I have to forfeit this run now because I bought a weapon. We need some spare crew, probably. And there's some spare fuel. And if we go over here and we go to the comm directory, we could say again, hey boss, I'd like to resign my commission. LOL, we all would like to not be pirates. We all just want to go to the Ludic Church and drink up everybody else's wine here. Underworld bounty is a more manageable target. A P9 target is probably not very manageable. Ooh. Those are pretty dangerous, I'm going to be honest with you. Almost accepted on accident. Gaudy person, offer a ship, not today. Okay, well. Can we punch a pirate? Can we punch this pirate? We probably can. Issue being that there may be some better pirates over here. There's other opportunities if this doesn't work. It's just that because there's pirates raiding over here, we know that there's pirates. Of course, the other question is that we have these guys over here, and we're getting a little close now because obviously we are also hostile to the Persian League. Question is, are they just going to come for us? They are going to come for us. Okay, then. I came here to fight pirates. I guess the Persian League is just going to... They're going to try to run. Well, we're not going to let that happen. We try... And see, this is what I'm talking about. You try to stop being a pirate, and yet you keep being a pirate. And we could actually recover that ultralight carrier, but we're not going to. Pick through the wreckage. Now the Persian League wants to kill us. We're over fuel capacity. You know what? There's a cartel fast picket as well. Yeah, let's just go to Prism Freeport. Like we tried quitting piracy, but the piracy found us again. We're so bad at this. So there's a special task force that will murder me. Maybe they'll murder me right now. Maybe they'll put this whole run out of its misery. Or maybe they're going over here to protect against the people fighting the pirates. Now you're delivering fuel. We don't really want to fight you. Let's go to Prism Freeport. Seems simple enough. Now there's certain things we cannot buy at Prism Freeport, and we will take a look at that in just a minute. But there are some other goodies that we can potentially trade for and get at Prism Freeport. Are you a pirate? You're a Ruster smuggler. How do we feel about the Rusters? They're just suspicious of us, so we're gonna let it be. Persian League tourism cruise liner. Don't really want to mess with that. But Twilight Gate here. Prism Freeport, let's say hello. We have the salvage fleet that's coming back in. This should be fine. And keep the transponder off here. And the last time I was at Prism Freeport, it was trying to shoot at me all the time. So if we look at the comm directory here, we have the station commander, and we can exchange blueprints here. We don't have any blueprints right now, but we can exchange for points. And we can use those points to buy blueprints, which is pretty nice, but obviously we're not there yet. Go to the dockside bar. We can examine our tripod. Look, it's in! That's a new picture. A meaningless error message appears on the screen. Before you can try the system management utility without any input, something appears in your display. The swirling voxels from an ethereal shape, an avatar of the kind only used by the dreaded remnants, or by people imitating the imagery of the remnants. But no mere imitator could penetrate your device's security so easily. Hannah Kesslier, the stranger intones, drawing your attention back to it. Negotiate. Wish. So, who are you? I don't care about having a lot of nerve. Game recognizes game here. Self-designation of no consequence. Temporary identifier N. Requiring assistance. Sensitive matter. Credit compensation available. Receptive to monetary incentive and capable of fulfilling mission both. Hannah Kesslier judged. Well, I'm listening, clearly. Independent World Nortia. 2 beta cores possess secret negotiations hegemony. Persian League. We need 300 Marines to do this. Umbra is also over there, so we could potentially fight pirates there. Require cores, freedom, restore payment, or return of self. This, and we need 300 Marines. Both leading powers in sector risk wrath. Commitment to prospective alliance demonstrate. Benefits carefully consider. Await response. So let's accept. We need to recover some beta cores for Happy Little Midnight Dissonant. Meanwhile, this person also has an opportunity. He wants me to extend my ship's warranty here. So can we buy Marines here? We apparently cannot buy a lot of Marines here. So first things first, we're going to need to get Marines. Look at all these weapons we can't buy. That's awesome. We can get a few Marines. Well, let's... Whale. I'm going to talk all Southern. Let's at least sound it here. Well, I have an opportunity to buy some pirates here from the Hivers or Lucifron. Now, I bet those... You know, I bet those Hiver pirates are really, really good. But we're just gonna take it slow here. Try to get our Marines back. We're overpaying here. But we have enough cash on hand that we're just kind of sitting here like, how much is a Marine really worth? $10? Okay. So let's see if Quarus is a place where we can play a game. I want to check out the Lost Gate. That's something that I do not recall having here before. And I have a feeling it's something we can't play with right now. But I at least want to check it. Lost Gate. Okay. Execute scan. You need to scan this device. Scan, scan, scan. We can actually use this gate to get to Prism Freeport. Excellent. That may be an important way to get into the core world sometimes, so I'm glad we investigated. Yeah, it'd be a little easier to get out of Piracy if I was level 7 and had a few more ships. There's a lot more of those fights that I could take, but as it is, I think maybe punching 1 or 2 pirates would be enough. You always think that. Anyway, we have Hegemony Mercantile Convoy. That's a really big ship that's right here. We want to go to Asconia, good old Asconia, which has a gate. Unfortunately, also has some very highly protected jump points. There's a watchtower there too, you guys. We can try, though. I don't necessarily trust it, but we can try. And the Hivers just are trying to saturation bombard Rust Station. Fun. Okay, so jump. We're going to keep the transponder off right now because that makes us extra suspicious. There's a Syndrian Dictat Watchtower right here. Let me guess, those are patrols. Some of that's a patrol. That's an asteroid. That's an unidentified contact. That's a friendly pirate patrolling the system. Now we need to make our way over here. Let's see if we can get to the Asconia Gate. I half wonder if I can take them on. I probably can. But I got other business to do here first. So we do have a Syndrian Dictat military missile station that is hostile and locked onto us. We have this gate that we can go to. The pirate activity is over for now. And what's this outpost? Outpost Tiger? For Shadow Yards? Wow. The Dictat really let Shadow Yards move in here. Interesting. And who are you? You're just a regular old trader going to Umbra. Okay. Now, Umbra, fortunately, has a really good price on Marines. So, it's nice when that happens. Really good price on crew, too. Well, we're going to need to sell some crew, so this may not be the best place for it, but... How many of these can I buy? 326? That's fine. All of our seats are full. All of our gas cans are full. Even though we're at a gas deficit right now. How's Umbra doing? This is a place that I've traded drugs to them into oblivion in the past. So, very curious about this here. Anyway, we need to go visit the military citadel of Nortia. And as we get closer to the Great Lions area of Syndria, I have some concerns about getting chased here, especially with Shadow Yards in the neighborhood. It's fun. And you're coming after me. And you're super fast. Well, let's refuse the comm. Okay. So we can just leave right now. Okay, and we've got another patrol here who's looking for my fleet here. And they will absolutely murder me, so... let's get out of here in a second. Boop, boop. Never be the first to e-burn. Alright. They are still faster than us, damn. Okay, well we have to talk our way out of this one. So how many story points are we down? Hey friends! We are just here to steal some AI cores. Nothing to see here. Alright. Now if we get a little bit closer, we're going in dark. We have fast pickets patrolling. This is going to piss everybody off. You're also preparing for patrol duty. That's fun. Are you coming for me too? Or are you just like running around? Alright, so if we consider our military options and we try to launch a raid, first off, we are in no position to engage these defenses. And we try to acquire valuables here. We do have enough to get an extraction operation going on. So before we do that, because this will lead to them all trying to kill me. Which means they're going to be playing without a net here in just a minute. Is that we are now going this way. We have our fuel. We have everything else. We can't hold any more Marines. I think it might be a good idea to get some bonus Marines just to be safe. Seems fine. Gotta remember that I have some of these items too, especially the dry bubble spike. We may be needing that in just a second. Dockside bar. What do you got for me? You want me to go up here to the Star Federation and do some shit? That's gonna be a no. Alright, military options. Launch a raid, extract, select, and then we're going to do this. So we lost 130 Marines, which is fine. We got the cores, which is fine. Let's see if we're about to get attacked here. Doesn't look like it just yet. So as long as we can kind of get out of here. Now the problem is that we're near Volturn. We tried to not do a piracy, and we ended up doing a piracy anyway. I half wonder if just doing a regular burn to the fringe jump point is going to be the move here. I think that is the play. I'd love to punch some pirates along the way, but I guess that isn't always how it's going to be. And I do have to pause here for... oh, shit. I have to pause here for a second and, of course, karate chop my good old-fashioned, like, headphone cable. So that's exciting. Part 1. Okay. Unpause. Now that karate chopping is complete, we still have people scanning for us. So we need to, first off, get out of their scan range. I still wouldn't mind punching a pirate on the way out. We have technically fought pirate places here. Hey, look! Wanted status! Huh. Why would they ever want me? Capture and or death. 89 days remaining. Based on the bounties, relation to danger you pose to a target, you can expect to be accosted by bounty hunters every few months. Bounties will eventually decay with time, and bounty hunters will be avoided by staying a significant distance away from the sector core or by spending a very short time within any system within any system if you must venture closer. So, that's fascinating. It looks like no matter what we do, no matter what friends we try to make, somebody still wants us. It's like, hey, I know that picture. Anyway, trade convoy. That could be just the ticket. Leaving Umbra. And does this mean that the independents are hostile with us? I don't think so. Maybe. The great thing is that I'm doing this all wrong. So let's see if we can potentially get out of here. We got big old scans from big old watchtowers. And I don't particularly like that. Suddenly missed my ability to transverse jump. Couldn't tell you why. So there's a watchtower over here. Maybe even a missile tower. But we've gotta get out. Just a regular old watchtower. Okay, so look, everybody's trying to get us. It's cool. So let's go back and see if Midnight Dissonant can be our friend. Is that a bounty hunter? No, you're just turning around. Now let's go into the Twilight Gate and make sure that we're not immediately being jumped here. You're guarding the Twilight Gate. I could probably take you on. It's not nerve-wracking at all having a pretty high price on my head. Okay, well, comm directory in. Cores you possess, magnificent. Transfer them. I could say I'm keeping them. That'd be mean. Gratitude of self-kind. Here we go. We have a contact, and it is Midnight Dissonant. Identifier among self-kind. Midnight Dissonant on Prism Freeport. Seek out self again. Collaborate. Strength and partnership. Untold rewards are possible. Until next time. So there we go. Alright, so here's our trade goods again. We are not totally dead, but we are definitely in danger. For sure. So I am curious here. Can I find out, like, for myself, player, we have a promise. Hey, if I turn myself in on a bounty, does that mean that I get, I have 78 days. This means I could technically, like, just peace out, but I kind of want to go where I know I can punch some pirates to just kind of punch my time card out. That means possibly going up to Joy, which is pretty high pirate territory. I wouldn't mind dropping some stuff off at, where is it? That's not it. Oh, where's my shit? There we go. Which means we may need to take another gate here. Anyway, we just take the gate out of here, I guess. This is fairly safe. I didn't actually look to see what else Midnight Dissonant had for us available here. Open the comm directory, special agent. Any work for me? We have a construction project. Well, that requires a lot more cargo than we're able to hold, and it puts us at the dead corner of the map. That's not great. What's available on the bounty docket? Give me a more manageable target. Not too far away. And Mayasura, 120 days to complete. Shrike, Shade, and this. It's Tritech. Technically, once again, we're trying not to pirate, but I'm going to decline it for now. Because I need to get this. It's suddenly a little hot in here. I need to get the heat off. So we tried to ditch piracy, and now we're a wanted criminal. Oh, I can't make this shit up. Okay. I guess technically I can make this shit up. I'm just not making this shit up. All right. Let's transit to Dutch Harbor. Surely they will never find us here. Maybe they will find us here. Anyway, I'd like to go by Maggie's. I don't want to resign my commission to Maggie's. Maggie's has always been so nice to me, but I have a feeling that they understand. Right. Who are you? Are you... You're just a pirate, right? You're friendly. We're gonna punch out. Ready? Should have probably had my beacon on, too, for that, just so they know it's me. And look, we're near the jump point. How cute is that? So let's start by having everybody eyes on me. And we'll change that in just a minute. And oh, you know what? I didn't even talk about the guilt system. I meant to pull up a whole thing about that, because you can check your guilt in Captain's Log and be like, hey, by the way, this is how much guilt you have. It's technically supposed to be a hidden thing. I'm sure there's some way you can actually tell what it is, but as it stands, you guys are still so mean. All I wanted to do is just not be a pirate anymore. Here we go. Auto-seeking missiles. Alright. Badoosh. I mean... Fortunately, nobody was killed, I think. So the pirates are just welcoming with us now. Okay, can we get a little bit closer? Like I said, all we want to do... it's not that I don't want to be friends with Maggie's. Serves a really good chicken stew. But we just got to get them to understand that sometimes a partnership is not working out. They're still letting me come in, though. So here's the other thing, is that I want to make sure that if I am friendly or hostile or whatever with pirates around here, that we're actually, like, not... Okay, there's another pirate ship. What are you doing? You're defending Maggie's. I bet you are. What are you doing? Now, you're a Reuter gang. I don't really want to mess with you very much. So, after an exciting work interruption, it's now the next day in real life. So we are going to be continuing with... I don't know exactly how long this video is going to be. I assume we're going to Epsilon the Spareth. I don't exactly know why we have a maneuver node back to Prism Freeport. That must have just been leftoverture. But the goal still is to quit Piracy and maybe along the way shake this bounty a little bit, which means maybe we can do some gate hopping. I don't know. I still want to try to punch out some pirates. I was looking back at the combat log here. I mean, most of our recent combats, where are we looking at, are against pirates. So that should be well and good. But another thing that I am curious about is that working... well, let's see. Are you a pirate? You're raiding around the system here. I want to see. You are Ludic Path Watchers. You're neutral. We're just going to knock you out anyway. I mean, we're trying to not be pirates, and yet we're shooting at things. Okay, so the Ludic Path is suspicious of us now. Oh no. What do you mean they are suspicious? We have another fleet over here, and raiding as well. You know, that's interesting. It's not pirates. Those are friendly pirates. Hang on. You know, I half wonder here if we're going to jump out. And why are they raiding this system? They're avoiding contact. We don't have, like, perfect stuff here, but I think this is the kind of fight that I can take here. So we have these guys going here. We can leave. Almost feel like I should have had my comm on for this, but they'll know who we are. I'll make sure to broadcast to them. Open a comm link. If you want to talk, identify yourself first. Turn your transponder on. Hey, wow. That made the Ludic Path not very happy with me. Good hunting out here. Well, I wouldn't tell you if it was either burn bright. Let's move in to engage. Are you sure you want to attack one of their fleets? Yes, I am. Let's continue. So this is how we maybe jump out of being a pirate And we'll see if we actually... Oh, look at all those things back here. Now, one of the catches for this is that it would be a lot easier for me to just resign my pirate commission, and I would get a huge reputation boost with a lot of other factions if I just did it that way. But if I just get outright booted, kicked out here, we may not get that boost. But once again, it just comes down to, let's get our people over here. We're going to take them in bit by bit. I think we can do this. I guess we're going to find out in a second, aren't we? We got to save our missiles for the big things here. So vent a little bit. We've always had some flux issues with this ship. So guns in. Somebody's firing a big missile at us. So let's see. We've got all of our friends over here. We have a big Colossus that's kind of going to be maybe coming after us in just a minute. This is probably fine. Should probably get with the rest of the fleet, though. So let's do that. We're over here kind of defending ourselves. We don't have that many command points left. So let's cancel this, move up here, see if we can loop around. And where's my ship? There's my ship. I'm getting attacked from behind. Not great. So we're losing command points hand over fist. Now we need you guys to just eliminate this because I'm about to die. Like, I am in serious danger all of a sudden. Alright, look! Friends! Save me! Alright, so we have... This ship should be gone in a second. Let's finish the game here with some missiles. Let's remember what ship we're flying here. Okay, there's their countermeasures. We just need one to hit. And it hits. Okay, so that's gone. We have one command point left. We have a big super freighter up here that's going to be a little bit of a problem. I kind of want to hold for a second here. If we can get around and kind of behind it, like this would be good. Let's go ahead and just hit the eliminate button on this. And that'll get everybody... Let's get everybody on board. Like, it seems like we are okay. Somebody hit with these damn missiles. Okay. I don't want to be taking you head on. There we go. So my automatic firing guns are firing automatically. That's good. That Colossus seems to be kind of dying. That's a plus. Everybody kind of gathered around it, though. I hope none of my ships explode. As a result, doesn't look like it did. And we have you. I got some parting gifts for you. They're missiles. There ain't no party like a missile party, except for when the missiles miss. Here, you can have some too. Alright, so these are supposed to go around the back, which should hit the wolf pretty well. We can just get one more shot in here. If I don't clean it up, somebody else will. There we go. Is that enough to piss off the pirates? That is a hostile action. Alright. One pirate retreated, and we're obviously going to leave no survivors. Alright, here we go. And we didn't lose any ships either, so we're not going to recover anything here. Not that we could, let me just make sure. Okay, the Colossus, I don't like the pirate Colossus anyway. I've gotten some... There we go! Relationship with the pirates reduced by 84. They're hostile now. Okay, well. Now look at this. Relations with derelict improved by 50, by Zon Empire by 31. Well, apparently the Hivers don't care, but us punching at the pirates has only made us suspicious. You know, we accept suspicious. The Syndrian Diktat still hates us. But, I mean, it's an important stepping stone. Whereas before, we were reliant on the pirates for maybe some coverage. Now here, as you can see, Hannah getting quite a few kills. Thor Elysium doing good. Nil Gasoline doing good. This unpiloted ship doing alright. I mean, overall, no complaints from me. I do have a lot more fuel than I'm supposed to, so we're going to use a few more supplies than I should. But that'll change in a second. Looks like we have some pirates that are hunting us down. Maybe even a bounty hunter. We are almost to Epsilon the Sparrow, but congratulations, we are no longer pirate affiliated. Like I said, if I had resigned commission, I would have gotten a bigger, like, boost. But this is fine. Everyone's just gonna know. I think I'm actually over capacity on my other stuff too, so it's fine. Let's go to our outpost here. So where does that leave us exactly? Comm directory has nothing. That's fine. We can dismantle the outpost. I would rather not. We have 200 crew just sitting here. I think I want to park the Marines for now. Honestly. Maybe not the guns. Oh yeah, that's right. Are we running out of storage space here? I meant to ask that from somebody. Let's bring our 200 crew that have just been sitting in here in storage boxes. Like they're IKEA or something. Okay, I was about to say, this should just load up more spaces. It almost always does that in the past. Alright, so we have potentially other weapons. Yeah, the storage just keeps going and going, or I really am just about out. And if we are just about out, it's fine. But anyway, we do have some ships we can potentially take. We had done the pirate mule thing in the past. And we're at level 6, almost level 7. You know what I kind of want to do here? Since we don't have everybody after us anyway, but we do kind of maybe still have this, what's the B word here? Some bounty on us at all? I think I maybe want to try to burn that off a little bit by going out into deeper space. So we had before, if I remember right, I think it's Lethia, the Cassador system. There should be a gate here, and these independents, it's not the entire independent thing that's like out to get me. It's just some independents that are kind of mad at me. You know, that old story. I think 360 supplies is fine for now, so we'll do just that. But yeah, progress is progress, and for the first time since the beginning of episode 1 pretty much, except for maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, I have my beacon on. Hannah Kesslier has flipped a card and shown her face. How does everybody else feel about it? Well, I mean, like many things, it's a mixed bag. So if we're going here already and it's civilization, the inner thing is closest to the gate. So I'm sorry, Maggies. You are a great diner. Do we have other pirates sitting here? We do. So salvage expedition, they're running from our fleet. Okay. You know what? I will let you run. We got the message across. That's the idea. I have other things to do, like maybe not being found. So I think the goal here at this point is going to be just to cool our jets a little bit here. We're going to travel through the gate. We're going to go down to Lethia, which is a place that does have a colony candidate here. Let's hear. How do the independents feel about us, by the way? That's worth checking, because they didn't exactly hate us before. Yeah, so everybody's just still kind of suspicious. Like, well, maybe you're just a pirate punching pirates. Isn't that acceptable if that is indeed the case? All right. Why do we want to go from harmless to fragile engines? Let's take a look at that intel here for new. Not that, not that. Damage by 5 would decrease engine durability by 20. Yep. Hey, I would like my fighting ship to be harmless. No. That's not how we do it here. So are we actually going Okay, I was about to say, we're not going towards the gate right now. We're going towards up here. Hopefully there's no independent bounty hunters up here. But right now, they are neutral to us. So it should work. I guess we're going to find out. There's like, hey, what are you doing? Everybody knows who you are. But nobody really knows your schemes or designs. And I think that's okay. Alright. So we're good on fuel, we're good on supplies. Where exactly can we wander off to? We're down here. We've been to Nacio before. I think we tried to go to Tass and Durgburn before we got rocketed up here. I think that's where we were at. We did start to explore some of these areas, and it was pretty neat. That may be a good move. Because I'm a little curious here. With my interactions with Midnight Dissonant, I'm wondering as well. There was a suggestion I got. Oh my god. Why are the Hivers just bombarding everybody? Okay, I missed my jump point by like a country mile. Not a mountain mile, a country mile. Mountain mile wouldn't be by that much distance. It just takes a very long time to get there. But anyway, we... with my interaction with Midnight Dissonant, there was a suggestion I got on the Discord from Tony Leapart / Char / whatever you want to be called. It's like, if you're friendly with the Remnants, they could be some really good guards for some of those systems that we saw in the Goldilocks episode. And that is an appealing thought. But I don't remember if helping Midnight Dissonant immediately makes me not hostile with the Remnants. So I kind of want to go down here and not really poke the bear. But I do know they have a pretty good presence around here. But this does kind of mean that we're going from phase 1 of the Nuzlocke a little bit earlier than I expected level-wise, but a little bit later episode-wise than I expected for phase 2, which is we've gone from Hannah the Hider to Hannah the something else. Come up with a good tagline in time for the next video here. We follow through with my old idea of jumping on the neutron star. We do have a gas giant here. It's interesting with all of the stuttering and repeating that I do. Sometimes I constantly think back to some of my Kerbal Space Program stuff where it's like, hey, by the way, let me make this one point and take 30 minutes to actually get to that point. Now that is probably a research station. That is a domain error probe. Or as we say, not worth it. Okay. Now that neutron... Oh, we got another ping somewhere, don't we? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, well that was a bit of a bummer. Where else can we go? See, I read y'all's suggestions. I read y'all's comments. It's very exciting for me to not just be sitting here talking at my screen, but getting feedback and ideas from you all as well. Because there's some pretty decent dovetailing that can happen when we are still losing 14,000 credits per month. Alright, so this system is probably a nothing burger. If you could change the name of a system, that's what I'd change the name of this one. And remember, we can't jump into too many places. But if I could just find one of those red beacons that I found everywhere. There we go. Okay, so it's still pursuing my fleet. So whatever we've done with Midnight Dissonant is not enough yet. That's good to know. So, with that mystery solved, I think maybe there's some more quests we need to do. But I think there is some appeal with the Remnants and their whole quest for Omega. Ooh, another story point here. And another danger watchtower as well. What a wonderful little Starsector system we live in here. I think this is probably a decent time to end, but instead of ending right away, I'm going to go dark next to the watchtower like they totally didn't just see me. I might ping in the asteroid field here, but I have a feeling the arid planet that's over here, not that one. The arid planet that's in orbit around here may have some good stuff. I see something else on my radar down here. That may just be a missile base, though. Is it? It's another watchtower. But yeah, that could be a goal for trying to get the remnants to not necessarily be enemies, because, you know, misunderstood group fighting misunderstood group means sometimes things can work out pretty well. But I don't think we have a gate here anyway. We do have watchtowers, which is very fun. But normally I've been trying to survey for places that have ruins. That place clearly didn't have ruins. Although it's not the worst planet I've ever seen. Still, I think between these two recordings, it may be slightly shorter of an episode, but that's just how it's going to have to be today, because the more March is moving on, and this is being recorded very early in March, the more March is already kicking my ass. So that's exciting. This is Asher. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to dump some thoughts on the Discord as well. We are now out in the open, not kind of hiding behind the pirates, but we still have a price on our head. So that's 6 days left. Surely the whole thing will have blown over by then, right? Maybe. Who knows? Thanks for watching. See you next time.